What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be ranking these three silent balls through three tests. The first test is the bounce test. I'm going to be ranking how high it bounces compared to how a normal basketball should bounce. Number two, the weight challenge. The weight challenge is where we test to see how heavy the ball is compared to a normal basketball, because you always want to practice with a ball that's as normal to the one that you play with in the games. And then the last one is the durability test. The durability test makes sure that the basketball feels good and feels like a normal basketball. If it doesn't feel like a normal basketball, you probably shouldn't be practicing with it. The first ball that we are going to be testing out is the Silent Pro silent ball. And so the first test is the bounce test. So I'm going to put the ball and fully extend my arms, and it should bounce up to where my shoulders are at. Okay, so it went to about my stomach. Let's try it again. All right, same thing. So like around your stomach area. So the bounce is not that good compared to a normal basketball, because a normal, regular pumped up basketball should get at least to your shoulders or around your shoulder range. So this fails the test. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for this ball. Now for the dribble test, which also is the weight test. So I did not clarify that at the start of the video, but that is the same thing. So the weight test, it's definitely not like a regular basketball. It does not feel like one, and it really just seems like it's for regular dribbling inside the house. But when I just regular pound dribble, it does come back to me, but doesn't have the same bounce with it. So I also did just lose it there, but that's my bad handles. It's kind of hard to dribble with, but yeah, it's kind of hard to dribble with. Very slick, but it feels like good material, but it's kind of slippery. So I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Now for the durability test, what does it feel like compared to an actual basketball? Right now, it's very fuzzy feeling. Like, it doesn't really feel like a normal basketball, but it does have the grooves that a basketball has, like right there, which it's kind of cool. It makes it feel more like a regular basketball, but when you actually start using it, dribbling it, doesn't really feel like a normal one. But for the price of this, which was about, I think, like $30, it's not bad, but you can definitely get better with some of the silent balls that I'm going to show you later in the video. Since I gave it for the last test, which was the durability test, I gave it a 8 out of 10, so that's 6, 7, 8, 6 out of 7. Okay. So if you add that all up compared to 10, that's it's a 21, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 21. 21 out of 30. I swear I'm in algebra, okay?
Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop lying.
But yeah, a 21 out of 30 for the Silent Pro. Let's see if it gets better or worse from here. Now, next up, we have this orange basketball. It's cool looking. It looks more like a normal basketball you play with in the games. But let's test out the bounce first. All right. So, arm fully extended. Whoa. It looks like it's worse. No, I don't know. Third test. Fourth test. About right here. So the bounce between this one and the Silent Pro kind of feels like the same. So yeah, I don't really feel a difference, but I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 like I did the last one. Now for the weight test for this one. No, this one's definitely more for the weight, but we got the weight and the dribbling. So this one's a little bit worse. So, but let's try dribbling with it. Low-key not bad. Wait, hold up, wait. This does kind of starting to feel bad again, but I don't know, it's kind of better than the other one. But I gave the other one a 7, so I'm going to give this one another 7. The dribbling was better for this one, but the weight is worse. So keep that in mind. Now we have the durability test. It does not feel like a basketball at all. Feels like a big, like, fuzzy ball. As you can see, this does not have the grooves on it. It's like painted on there. So it's not really like a real basketball. But if you're looking for something fun in the house, use this. It's kind of fun. But I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. It doesn't even have the grooves on it. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on. Now for the final and most highly rated basketball, the Skills Silent Basketball Pro. But this one was the most highly rated on Amazon and on the Skills website. So make sure to go check this out. But let's see if it's really as good as they rate it. First, for the bounce test. Oh, that bounce was nice. It's supposed to get up here, remember, by your shoulders. Okay, it gets like right here. The top gets to like about my chin. So that's a really good bounce. I have to give that 10 out of 10. That's a really good bounce right there from the Skills Basketball. Amazing start for this ball. Now for the weight test and the dribbling test. So the weight feels like a normal basketball. It feels like one too, but yeah, the weight is really good. So now let's try the dribbling. Oh, the ball just comes back to me after dribble. It's so nice to just lose it there. This was by far the most fun one that I've had so far to dribble with. It's so easy, and it actually feels like a normal basketball. This is a really good one. I give this a 9 out of 10 for the dribble test. Now for the durability test. And it really does feel like a basketball. As you can see, it does have the grooves on this one. It's harder to show you because it's white, but it really does have that groove in there. But it really feels like a good basketball. And it almost feels like one too if this material wasn't as like squishy. But it's a really good basketball, and I really do like it. So I'm going to give it, for the durability test, a 9 out of 10. I give this basketball a 28 out of 30. So by far the most highly rated basketball out of this one and the one that I drop kicked over there. So I would, if you were looking for something to not annoy your mother in the house with, and for a silent basketball, I'd go cop the Skills Basketball. Thank you for watching.